it is such a measure of our nation as to how well we take care of those who've been wounded and those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we need to, as a nation, reach out and make sure they are taken care of and their families for the rest of their lives. We need you. You've never been better. And we will continue to need you. As our brand new president said today, in so many ways, there's still a lot of work to be done.
I want to do something positive with my life because, you know, everybody get caught up in drugs and other stuff, so I just want to be different from everybody else and make my own way in life, and so I joined the Army. I got hit by an RPG, so I was on guard duty when it happened, and they actually went inside the guard side where I was and killed the person I was in there with, so I was the only one to survive. So I'm blessed to be here, actually. We were fighting Afghanistan and Pakistan too, so we really didn't know who was actually fighting for real, so I'm just blessed to be here, really. Oh, it's very hard, very, very hard. For me to learn actually how to walk, talk, hold stuff in my hands, speak, all that, it was hard. I had a tear field fracture, and the bone that was on my right leg actually came out of my leg, and they had to put it back in and put plates, screws, rods, and the right side of my face got completely crushed by the blast, and so I got a lot of hardware in my face, metal, everything. So Washington really treated me good. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be up walking around, and I'd probably still be in a wheelchair or something. They actually made sure I got the best surgeons, the best doctors, the best care ever to make me transition from where I was to I am now. Cause this only happened like 3 months ago, and I'm walking around like can't even tell, like I was in a car wreck. Yeah. So I'm just glad that I got the care that I did. The hardest part is facing the fact that you got hurt, and then you back stateside, and you just land in the hospital bed being helpless. And you're not used. If you've never been in a hospital room or a hospital bed for so longer than a week, you don't know the situation. That I was in the bed for 2 months before I actually got out and started walking around. So that was getting frustrating because you normally know that you can do stuff and stuff you got to learn how to do all over again. It takes a long time to process it. And once you process it, then you actually realize that, well, you know, it's a little setback, but I ain't gonna let it hold me down, and that makes you want to push forward and actually try to recover faster. If you really don't have nobody that's actually up here with you to make sure you get all your stuff, you can get lost in the system. And just make sure that all the veterans get the care that they need and make sure they get all their benefits. Like, I'm gonna stay in. I mean, yeah, the Army took care of me, so I mean, I'm always going. It's a part of work. I mean, when you do that, do your oath, everybody, it's a chance that you might get hurt, you might not. But you know you got to go overseas and defend the country, so there's a chance that you got to take, and I don't blame nobody. After you have a near-death experience and you actually look back at your life and see what you actually did, and say, well, if I die tomorrow, I want to be remembered by it. I was a good person, willing to help anybody, and willing to shirt my back. And that's what I'm like really want to do. I'm like, that's all the person I want to be remembered as. And that's like my life perspective now.
The beginning of the invasion, I got injured in July the 23rd, 2003, downtown Baghdad by a suicide bomber. Head on, Jeep Cherokee versus a 5-ton military truck.
You were driving the truck?
I was driving. And come to find out that the driver of the Jeep Cherokee was a Ba'ath Party member, high-ranking Ba'ath Party member. And after we crashed, everything blew up. Then the town opened fire on us from the rooftops and the alleys. 3-minute gunfight. Truck flipped over. Wasn't dying out there. So as a result of my injuries, had 18 operations over the course of 4 years, and an amputation of the right leg below the knee.
Right leg below the knee. How was your care in terms of how you were from medevac?
Well, I didn't get medevac from theater. I stayed in and finished out my tour and tried to salvage my limb.
Wow.
And a couple of years later, couldn't save him anymore, so I wound up taking it. But
You stayed for your tour?
Yes, I stayed to the end of my tour.
It's unbelievable.
And I wound up going back to Walter Reed when we got back and receiving my care there. 18 operations and everything. Still ongoing. Got one more operation to go to, and it's to cut the nerves off from the right leg so I can have a little more comfort.
How has the care been overall?
It's been great. It's been great. It's a change for me because I'm not used to I wasn't used to that injury, so I had to adjust and adapt and make it better.
What have they been best at in terms of
the therapy and the care, one-on-one, tremendous care. Therapy, they don't like you sitting around doing nothing. They want you to hurry up and get back on your feet and continue to do what you were doing before you were injured.
You basically been in constant therapy since the injury. How do you stay strong?
Dealing with the youngest generation that's coming in from theater and dealing with their injuries kind of take my mind off of what I'm going through so I can help them get on the road to recovery. That's what helps me.
That makes sense. How long have you been at Walter Reed?
I've been at Walter Reed since October 1st, 2004. And I've been still there, ongoing care. So I'm still going strong.
What do you want to see for yourself in your future?
Well, I want to get back on my feet and run. Been a police officer for 20 years in Prince George's County and town of Capitol Heights. You want to get back to your job. So that's what I'm looking forward to, getting back to my job.
What does it feel like to be here tonight?
Great. It's a historical event. It's an honor to be in the military and serve. First black president we've ever had. Dreams coming true, visions coming true. So it's exciting.
Does it mean more because you're from D.C.?
Yeah, I'm a Washingtonian, and it's really exciting. I'm at home. Get a hold of your battle buddy. Find somebody that's a little stronger than you, because you said the strong share better, the infirmities are weak. And we take care of each other. Whatever problems they're going through, we're there together because they're not going through it by themselves. We've been there, done that. And we can also actually talk to the soldiers that are coming back from theater, letting them know that they're not alone.
How does that experience help you? Did you have someone to turn to when you came back?
No, I really didn't have nobody to turn to. And it was sad because nobody understood what I was going through. And you really couldn't explain it to them if they hadn't been there where you've been. So you kind of lean on each other. And seeing the younger soldiers coming back with problems worse than yours, then you kind of tend to take care of them and get your mind off your injury, and it helps you heal a lot faster. Let them know that they're not alone. Continue to talk to somebody, because you have to adjust, overcome, and adapt to the situations that you're coming into, and it'll help you out a long way. Just talking about it to your fellow peers.
Did you go through that process after?
Yes. It was hard for me to adjust because nobody really was feeling the pain that I felt unless they've actually been through what I've been through. And then some been through worse than I have, so you had to sit back and talk about it. That was the only way to get it off the chest. Combat action badge. I engaged in combat with the enemy in theater. And a lot of the other awards are good conduct medals overseas, the campaign ribbons, global war on terrorism.
Did you tell us a little bit about your service?
I'm in the Marine Corps from 1978 to 85. And I joined the Army in October 2000.
You're active?
Went to Iraq in 2003, in the beginning of the invasion. Got injured in July the 23rd, 2003.